Hi everyone, so welcome to today's demonstration, decorating up a Christmas door wreath. But to be honest, this could be used as a Christmas grave wreath, remembrance wreath as well. I am going a little bit blingy today. Now I have my workers gloves on. I couldn't find the gardening gloves, but these will do the same job. Because today I'm actually going to add some holly. And the holly that I have here is quite prickly. So this is actually holly from my own mum's garden. And every year, like, you know what I mean, she gives us free rein to take as much of it as we possibly can. Now, if you're very good, I'll actually put her address, her air code in the comments, and you can all make your way to my mum's house. Sure, it's Mrs. K. You can, obviously, you do know her. You're her friend. And I'm sure she wouldn't mind you foraging a little bit holly out of her garden. So to start off, I'm using a ready-made, a pre-made base. And this base we bought in from the likes of Irish Green guys. They're based down in Kerry. This tool belt is getting heavier and heavier. I just seem to be filling it up with more stuff as I go along. So Irish Green guys down in Kerry, they sell the bases already made. But for anybody, obviously that's wholesale. But for anybody that's watching there, go up to your local supermarket and you'll be able to buy a base. Now, sometimes with some of the bases that you buy, like that from the supermarkets, they might have a bow on them, or there might be a bell, or there might be like a little poinsettia or something like that. Now, it could be okay, and you could leave that decoration on if you wanted. But I often find it's nearly as cheap to buy the wreath from the supermarket, bring it home, take all the decoration off it, and then decorate them up yourself. Where all the work is in making the base. That's where the dirty work is. That's where the hard work is. So actually, look, this one has a bit of paint. My dad must have been painting the wall. He must have painted the holly as well. Actually, it's coming off, it is. There you go. It must have been spray painting. So, we get lots of questions about our classes held here at Kay's Flower School. What do we actually do? So we do commercial courses geared towards people who want to work in flower shops. So the majority of people who do courses with us, we do get people doing it for a hobby, but the majority of people are doing the course because they actually want to get a job working in a flower shop. They want to maybe open up their own business eventually, you know, the way selling flowers. They could be a florist already and they're looking to upskill or like learn new techniques. Or again, it could be a school leaver and they're like looking to kind of say, well, I want to get into something creative. What could I do? And maybe floristry is what they have in mind. Now, a lot of the courses, the commercial, the professional courses that we do here at the school are all online. You're watching this online, but this is more of a free class. It's not really typical of our online training where I'm not going to be just yapping and talking to you. But people often wonder, what would it be like to do an online course? What would it be like to do a professional training course online, and how would it actually work? And what we offer is we offer free sample trial courses. We have a couple of different ones, and you can sign up to all of them. What they are, they're kind of courses to give you an idea, a little taster, like what it's like to do an online course. The main difference is with these free courses that we obviously offer to you as a trial, I don't supply the flowers, I don't supply the materials, and I'm not obviously giving you the one-to-one mentoring every day. But the actual classes themselves, now they're not the same classes that we offer on our professional courses, but there's nothing wrong with them. But they are great, and again, if there's people there watching that maybe have done training with us before and you want to sign up to these courses, absolutely no problem at all. The best thing to do is send Deirdre an email, info@kaysflowerschool.com. Tell her you're looking for the free link. Now we have one that where it specialises in, like say, fresh flower arranging. And if that's what you're more thinking about, maybe request a link to the fresh flower arranging class. And then we have one that specialises more in artificial flowers. So again, if you're more interested in faux flowers, artificial flowers, request that, and that's the link that we'll send you. Or listen, if you want both courses, you might as well be greedy. Ask for the link to both courses. It's absolutely no problem at all. Now, what I've been doing while I've been yapping there talking, is I'm just getting the holly. I'm not wiring it. I'm just picking an area, and you can see there I'm just shoving the holly down in between the spruce that's clamped onto one of these wire metal frames, okay? Because these frames are made on a machine, and probably the ones that you buy from the shopping centre will be the same. They're made on a very strong wire circle with two clamps, well, more than two clamps, but two clamps like that clamp around the foliage, and it's really, really strong. You won't really see it, you know what I mean, at the back, but that's what it's looking like so far. And you can see there, while I was yapping and talking away to you, I was just randomly inserting the holly here and there. I wasn't following any particular pattern, any particular system. And I know some people there, this is all going into the magic bin in case you're wondering. Some people might be saying, well, what about here, and what about putting one here, and what about putting one here? Listen, I'm going to decorate it, so don't overdo it. So you've seen the base when I started off first, and it was fairly plain. And now you can see it with the holly added into it. Now, over the next few weeks, we have lots of these free classes coming up, decorating door wreaths. And sometimes I'll be adding in eucalyptus, and other times I'll be adding in silver Sussex, and other times I'll be adding in Leylandii, and other times I'll be adding in ruskers, or again, a selection of different types of foliages. So join in on these free classes, and again, you'll pick up lots and lots of different ideas. Always when we're doing these free classes, we always try and have a giveaway. I'm now going to add on a ribbon just while I'm yapping talking here, and I'm just going to make our simple kind of like collar bow ribbon. Now, I do find this tartan fabric ribbon that I have, it is quite wide, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it over in half. So here on the table, I'm just folding it over in half, and I'm just kind of creasing the material down just so that I can make it like half the size that it actually is. So the bow itself, this is what we call our collar bow. It's as if you were wrapping the ribbon around somebody's neck. See that sort of effect? You're bringing the back part of the bow into the front. You're squashing it in, and then you're going to crease and gather that in as tight and as kind of like neatly as you can. And then what I do is I get a 20 gauge wire. I wrap the wire around the center of the ribbon. I bring the two pieces of wire to the back, the long one and the short one, and I wrap one around the other. And then I can go back then and I can fluff out the bow. See, like that, fluff out the loops of the bow. And then the little tails that's coming out the end of it, I can just do a little fancy cut up into the ribbon. Now, back to our giveaways. Always at these live classes, we like to have a giveaway, and it creates a little bit of interaction on the page. And our giveaway for the month of December is a free mini Christmas program. It'll show you 2 or 3 completely different Christmas arrangements to what I'm demonstrating here on our free classes. And you've 3 opportunities to win this. And remember, this opportunity is open to anyone, no matter what part of the world that you're in. Why don't you comment underneath and let me know what part of the world are you actually looking in from, and sure, let us know what the weather is like. It's obviously freezing cold here in Dublin. Chances are, if it didn't rain this morning, it rained this afternoon, and if it didn't rain this afternoon, it's definitely lashing rain at the moment. Like, it's typical Ireland. The weather is a disaster, especially for the month of December. Now, to win these 3 Christmas online mini programs, as I said, 3 opportunities. You can just say pick me, pick me, pick me. Put that in the comments, and again, we'll randomly pick one of the pick me comments. The second way that you can win is that you can name one of Santa's reindeer. Any reindeer at all that you want, name it in the comments there below. And again, we'll randomly pick somebody that has named one of Santa's reindeer. And the third opportunity how you can win is you can share our videos, because we do depend on the public to share our videos, again, to create awareness and let people know about the courses that we do here at Kay's Flower School. So if you shared this video, write down shared in the comments below. The advantage of sharing our videos, if you haven't got the materials now at this particular moment to copy this wreath, if you have shared it to your own page, you'll be able to tomorrow or the next day go and purchase the material, go back to your own Facebook page, and again, you will be able to watch the videos on how to actually decorate up the door wreath. Now, how do you attach the bow? The wire that's on the bow, that goes down through the foliage. You can decide to have your bow at the top of your door wreath or the bottom of your door wreath. I'm putting it in at the bottom of this door wreath, okay? So I'm placing my bow at the bottom, fluffing it out there a little bit, and again that just gives you an idea to see what it looks like. As I said, 3 opportunities to win. You can actually write share, go and share our video and tell me in the comments that you have actually shared it. You can name one of Santa's reindeers, put that in the comments, the name of the reindeer, and again we're randomly going to pick winners when this video is finished. Or the other opportunity for anyone that's kind of saying, God, that sounds very complicated, just say pick me, pick me, pick me. Put that in the comments and Deirdre randomly will pick a person later on that has said pick me. So 3 people will be picked at the end of this class today, and it'll all be announced in the comments, and they will be the winners of our free Christmas online mini program. But remember, we do have that free sample online artificial flower arranging course, nothing to do with Christmas. Our fresh flower arranging course, nothing to do with Christmas. And again, they're available to absolutely everybody's a winner. And all you have to do is drop me an email, info@caseflowerschool.com. Not finished this yet. So what I've just done there is hooked a piece of ribbon around the top of the door wreath, and that makes it easy for the person carrying it. And then when they bring it home, they're able to tie it onto either their door wreath hanger, or they can hang it onto their knockers, or their knobs, as I say, your door handle, wherever you choose to tie it on. Now, decorating it. I have a mixture of material here on the table. You can see I have some pine cones, okay, and I have all of these wired. Now, what I've been doing for the last few weeks on our on our Facebook page and our Instagram page is I've been posting up close videos of wiring up the pine cones, like to show you in detail how we do it. So we actually use the 20 gauge wire. Now if you have a 19 gauge wire, that will actually do as well. But the 22 gauge, which is the lighter wire, that's absolutely, it's no good. It's too light it is, okay? So just to show you, what I just added in is a group of 3 pine cones. You see just there, in that area. Now, different ways, and again, if you're watching me over the next couple of weeks, you'll see every time I do a door wreath, I do it slightly different. There is no right or wrong way of doing a door wreath. It just depends on your taste. And I try not to be a factory, you know, that way. So I try not to bang out, you know, 20 or 30 wreaths exactly the same. I like to make each wreath a little bit unique. So how I do that is I never have a plan. Even when I started like decorating this, I didn't have any great plan or action, you know, I mean, how I'm going to do it. I just have the materials wired on the table here in front of me, and I just decide, right, I'm going to put in the pine cones. And so far what I've done is I've made a group of pine cones with 3 pine cones together, and I've actually done that 3 times. So in total, in case anybody wants to write down, I've added in 9 pine cones in total into our door wreath, and this is what it's looking like so far. So you can see it's quite natural looking at the moment, and I'm going to say that at the moment. The next thing I have here are some of these little whole oranges. So these oranges come in dried out already. There's different places that you can buy them. So again, for anybody watching and you're looking to buy them wholesale, O'Neill's Flowers up in Carlingford, County Louth, you can get in touch with them and you'll be able to buy a bag of these dried oranges. Now again, I'm doing that grouping technique, so I'm putting 3 of the oranges together in one area, and I have these all wired already. Now again, as I said, over the past couple of days, I've been posting up close videos of me actually wiring up these items so that you could see it in detail, because it is very hard to see it when you're actually watching this on kind of like a video. But just to show you so far, again, a group of 3 oranges here and a group of 3 oranges here. And you can do more there and you can do more there. It's completely up to yourself. But also what I have is some of the orange slices. Now the orange slices, you can also buy them from O'Neill's Flowers. So they also sell them ready-made bases. I'm not sure the price, but get in touch with Garode in O'Neill's Flowers in Carlingford. Maybe they could be watching here at the moment and they might put up some links for us. And they offer a discount code to any of our followers, okay, that follow us here at Kay's Flower School. And the discount code is KAYSFS for Kay's Flower School, and they'll give you a 5% discount right across the board. But listen, here in Dublin, we also have wholesaleflowers.ie. So again, anybody that's interested in maybe purchasing some materials, get in touch with wholesaleflowers.ie, Google them there, their address will come up. And again, they will allow you to use our discount code, KAYSFS. And again, I'm not sure if it's 5% or 10% discount right across the board there for anybody that's purchasing the items off there. So again, you can just see down there, I've done a little group of orange slices and a little group of orange slices. So simple, no particular plan. Now, with our baubles, we picked up these baubles. It was either Lidl or Aldi. I can't actually remember because my dad rang me the other day. He was down in whichever one it was. I think it was the one in Cork Street. So whether it was Lidl or Aldi, I always kind of find when one has it, the other has it anyway. So he rang me and he said, you know what, Janette, they have the baubles in. There's X amount in the box, I can't remember. And I think they were $9.99 or something like that. They were very cheap. Now, one problem I do find with the baubles is, you know the little gold crown where the hook is for hanging it on the branch of the Christmas tree? Well, that little crown is inclined to fall off, or that the bauble stem will end up fall off your Christmas tree, or will fall off the door wreath. So what I got Dad to do, I said, yeah, pick me up a half dozen boxes of the baubles. But I said, Dad, is there any chance, will you put a dab of glue on all the little crowns? And I have to say, my dad is the best in the world. I'm going to give you all his phone number. You can organise to drop your balls into him and he'll glue them all for you as well. So every one of these baubles, you can't see it, but there's a tiny little dab of glue just where the little hook is, the little crown that's holding the little hook onto the top of the bauble. As I said, that stops it falling off. And then all I had to do was stick a wire through the two of them, hook it around itself, and then that was the baubles actually secured, and there's no fear then of the baubles falling out. So I'm just going to put another two up here, and again, I'd no system, no pattern, no plan. That's the main thing with these door wreaths. Don't have a plan of action, how you're actually going to decorate it. Just absolutely dive in there and go for it. Other little things that you can add into your door wreath are little cinnamon sticks. And I find, like, along with the scent of the citrus of the whole oranges and the lemon slices, and then the cinnamon scent, you know, that way, it makes your wreath absolutely gorgeous. We're there recently, Deirdre and myself were down in Wexford. We were at an event down there, and I brought down two of the wreaths with me. One as a spot prize and one as a present to one of the girls down there. I had to bring her one every year. And the night in the hotel, just to kind of keep them cool, we had brought in the wreaths. I had them in a paper bag, and I just put them in the bathroom in the hotel room. And I stood them in the shower. Didn't turn the shower on or anything. Just put the two paper bags in the shower. And I said, that'll keep them cool, you know what I mean, until we're ready to actually give them out. And every time the two of us, well, we didn't win together, but when we went in to go to the loo, the scent, and it was a nice scent now, the smell in the bathroom was absolutely gorgeous. The smell of the pine, I had eucalyptus in it, so the eucalyptus, the pine, the citrus of the orange slices and the lemon slices and the whole oranges, and also the scent of the cinnamon sticks. It was absolutely amazing. And you don't realise it until it's in kind of a small confined area. And again, anybody that's watching and maybe has a porch on your hall door, I'm just going to give this holly a little bit of a hair trim there just to bring it down a bit smaller. And if you have a porchway on your hall door, you will find that the scent, you know what I mean, when you walk into the porch will be absolutely gorgeous. Now, to be honest, I'm happy enough with that. I'm not going to put any more material. So this one is very Christmassy, but sure, we're feeling blingy, and I have me little antlers on here today. So it's nice and blingy with the baubles, but yet it's very natural with all the dried material that I've used as well. Remember, like, everybody's taste is different. Some people would like maybe the more velvet bows or natural or satin organza bows I've used over the past couple of weeks. And others out there will absolutely adore the tartan one that I've done there today. But the whole idea of the next few weeks is to try and demonstrate and show you as many different ways as possible. Again, interact with me, comment, share our video. And what I'm going to do, as soon as this is over, I'm going to go back through the comments and I'm going to pick somebody who has said pick me. I'm going to pick a name who has named one of Santa's reindeers, and I'm also going to pick somebody else who has shared our video. So them 3 lucky winners will win one of our mini Christmas online programs, and I'll comment under your name. I'll ask you to drop me an email, info@caysflowerschool.com, and I'll get the link out in the email to you later on tomorrow. Listen, thanks a million for watching, and a very happy Christmas.